Streaming only on Peacock.
John Wayne Gacy is suspected of having killed as many as 32.
Straight from the killer's mouth.
They want you to believe that I alone committed these murders.
The new gripping 6-part documentary series that investigates the crimes that shocked the nation.
The thing everybody thought they knew wasn't the whole story.
John Wayne Gacy, Devil in Disguise. All episodes streaming now. Devil in Disguise. Only on Peacock.
Tomorrow, Freedom Watch, as we do each week, is convening our Citizens Grand Jury at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Tune in and watch at freedomwatchusa.org. That's freedomwatchusa.org, or crowdsourcethetruth.com. Crowdsourcethetruth.com. We will be indicting, tomorrow we will actually be indicting Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and James Biden for a massive bribery scheme, laundering money, millions and millions of dollars from communist China, Ukraine, and Russia into the coffers of the Biden family. This is very important because you can see that our so-called President Biden is bought and paid for by the butchers of Beijing. Just yesterday, he was asked if he had spoken with President Xi of China about the coronavirus, about how it got here. And that's not even the real question. The question is, was it produced in the Wuhan laboratory, and is it a bioweapon? It clearly is. We have 3 experts that will say that. Freedom Watch has brought a class action suit in Dallas, Texas, as well as Jerusalem, Israel. There's no question this virus was manufactured. That's why the Chinese didn't come clean with the information. And in fact, according to my client, Judy Mikovits, who worked with Dr. Fauci, she's a virologist at the Fort Detrick lab in Maryland. This is the lab that created the anthrax that ultimately got out and attacked us after 9/11. We create bioweapons. So does China. So does every other country in the world, although it's illegal. Dr. Fauci, according to Dr. Mikovits, sent the seeds of the SARS virus over to the Wuhan lab to do research, because to do it here would have been illegal. And then the Obama administration gave a grant of at least $3.7 million, if you can believe this, to the communist Chinese to do it. Biden won't even ask President Xi if, in fact, China is behind it. And why is that? Because he works for communist China with all that money. And this week we see his degenerate son, Hunter, who we're also going to indict, come out with his new book, that he was so cracked out on crack cocaine that he even sniffed Parmesan cheese thinking that was crack cocaine off the carpet. This is the person who President Biden calls the most intelligent person he's ever met. Well, yeah, he's intelligent because they worked out a scheme, according to Tony Bobolinsky, an eyewitness who came forward, a whistleblower, to launder huge amounts of money into the coffers of the Biden family, where Joe Biden got a 10% cut. This is undisputed. It's never been disputed. And also, Hunter Biden now effectively admits that the laptop, which was uncovered, which was given to a repair shop, is his, and there are incriminating emails on it. Now, why does Hunter Biden want to make money off a book right now, basically, and incriminate himself? Because we have no justice system, because the Justice Department is controlled by the Biden-Harris administration, this leftist, socialist, communist, atheist, get down on your knees administration that's turning this country into a recreation of the Soviet Union or the Fourth Reich. He has no fear of being indicted because the Justice Department is not going to hold him or any other Biden accountable, much less anyone else for that matter. Even during the Trump administration and prior administrations, nobody at a higher level was ever held accountable. And that's the reason for our citizens' grand juries. We need to take back our justice system, just as our founding fathers did when King George III, in the days, months, and years leading up to 1776, took it away from the colonies and took it back to the Court of St. James, issuing one edict after another that his hack judges rubber stamped. That's what's happening now. Our hack judges on the federal bench rubber stamp everything. They will not confront anything because they're bought and paid for as well by special interests. How do you get to be a federal judge or a Supreme Court justice? large campaign contributions, perks, and sometimes out-and-out bribes. We do not have the best and the brightest on our bench, and that's what I write about in my book, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry. Jefferson said, federal judges, Supreme Court justices, unelected, would become despots and tyrants, ultimately causing us to shed the blood of despots, tyrants, and patriots yet again every 20 years or so. And then he added, what's a few thousand dead to refresh the tree of liberty? Not wanting to see anybody dead, and neither do I, nobody hurt. He warned of what was going to happen. I have shown that it has happened in my book, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry. You can get it at barnesandnoble.com, ironically at amazon.com, although I've sued them many times. You can find it online everywhere, Books A Million. You can get it at freedomwatchusa.org with a contribution of $50 or more that will help us do our work. These citizens' grand juries are crucial because we have no justice system. We have no legal profession that will address it. The legal profession is the most corrupt profession in the United States. If you want proof, just look at the District of Columbia Bar disciplinary apparatus, which is infested with leftists, complete hacks, trying to eliminate conservative lawyers and others that will oppose the ultra left. Now let's talk about what's going on with regard to the All-Star game. Georgia, it turns out, has a less restrictive voting system as recently enacted than Colorado, where Major League Baseball is moving the All-Star game. In fact, it's more open in Georgia than in Colorado. But if you're from the South, and I consider myself an honorary Southerner, I went to Duke University, Emory University, I'm a citizen of Florida, so therefore I am a Southerner, even though I was born in Philadelphia, you are automatically branded as a racist. And that's convenient for the left, because everybody's a racist. If you're white, you were born a racist. You have a racist gene. The problem here is not just the Biden-Harris administration, which has become the Fourth Reich in this country and I wrote a column about that, every aspect of society now throwing their lot with so-called winner who got there fraudulently, the presidency and vice presidency, because they think that that's going to scratch their backs, make them money, make them profitable. But the problem is these corporations, the problem is these institutions, these sports leagues that go along with it, just like Mercedes, BMW, and Deutsche Bank, which financed the concentration camps, went along with Hitler. They propped him up. We even have the PGA, the Professional Golfers Association, talking out of both sides of its mouth, saying how they're so concerned that there's this discrimination against blacks when it comes to voting, just because you want an ID. It's disgusting. Professional golfers like Rory McIlroy and Cameron Champ coming out, they know nothing. They know nothing. They've read nothing. They just go with the flow. And this is what's really a problem, because we have in this country a propaganda ministry by the left, the ultra left, which essentially controls the mainstream media. And they take this hook, line, and sinker. Now, these are nice people, but they don't know what they're doing. They're doing a great disservice to the American people. And this is why this radio show is so important. It's why my podcasts are important, because we tell the truth. We have to say it as it is. Fox News sugarcoats it, establishment Republicanism. Karl Rove is now the face of Fox News, along with Chris Wallace. We need hard-hitting media. And that's another reason to support Freedom Watch at freedomwatchusa.org. Even conservative websites like WorldNet Daily are starting to censor because they're afraid that they're going to be retaliated against. So therefore, the American people need a clarion call. We need citizens' grand juries. We need to rise up. We need to raise a second American revolution peacefully and legally before the country is gone. And we are having our Third Continental Congress in Philadelphia on Memorial Day. We've secured the space at the Visitors Center across from Independence Hall. We are going to form a new government by and for the people, as is our right, as set forth in the Declaration of Independence. Leave the criminals in Washington behind. Take the government back to Philadelphia. Squeeze out the left. It's a corrupt city, but it won't be by the time we're done. I have litigation there as well against the mayor, against the district attorney, against the police chief. Clean out the rat's nest and let's get on with a real republic like our founding fathers did in 1776. Read the Declaration of Independence, read my book, read my lips. It takes a revolution, forget the scandal industry. Get up off the couch, get out of retirement, so to speak, whether in retirement or not. Do something for your children and grandchildren. Our founding fathers, many of them were millionaires, even in today's world with inflation. Jefferson, Washington, they could have just rested on their laurels. Most of the colonies were fat and happy under the king, but they knew what was going to happen in the future. And it has happened. It's happened under Biden and Harris, the two most despicable individuals ever to occupy the White House, having gotten there fraudulently. We must rise up. We will not let them lead us to extinction, to hell. That's where they're leading us. They are the tools of the ultra-left, of the communists, the socialists, the atheists. And even King George was not that. We have it worse today than we had it then. That's my message for today. Rise up. See what we're doing with our citizens' grand juries. Tune in at 8 a.m. tomorrow Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, freedomwatchusa.org. We, the American people, will mete out justice peacefully and legally against the Bidens. Moving on to Comey, to McCabe, to Clapper, to Brennan, to the Obamas, to the Clintons. We will rise up. We will indict. We will try. We will convict. We will sentence, and we will seek to mete out those sentences peacefully and legally. God bless you. Thank you for listening to me. God helps those that help themselves, the Father and the Son. Divine providence. We will prevail, but get to work. Thank you for listening to me. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast.
To show you how easy it is to file a claim with Geico, we hired fitness celebrity Billy Blanks.
Okay, everybody, our car just got a broken windshield. How about we blow off some steam? Now punch, now kick.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's going to make me want to go jab and jab.
Nope. Your Geico claims team is always there for you.
Okay, do I still get my post-workout protein shake?
Sure, Billy. Geico, great service without all the drama.
At Acuity Insurance, we believe the things you do for your business every day are nothing short of heroic, and you deserve someone equally heroic to protect them. Like the breaking ground on new construction things, the every box and barcode matters things, and the driving the family business forward things. We put our all into covering your business so you can focus on the things you love most. That's the power of heart. Acuity Insurance, wholeheartedly for you.